Still. I wanted. I'll be with you in a moment. I am trying to figure out how to pin this. There we go. Message pinned. Okay. Guys, I'm going to share this out. If you could share this out. Hey, Granny, hold on, and I will give you the link if you want to come up. Let me see. Share link. Invite. Copy. Paste. There you go. Thank you for sharing it out, Granny. I'm going to also share it out. If I can. Okay, Granny, I'll be here for a while, so thank you for sharing it out. Love you. Okay, Granny, that's fine. All right, we're going to be playing a game once 2 o'clock hits and I can get some more people in here. Okay, now I just got to wait. And see if we can get somebody else in. Okay. We're just going to watch, see if we get anybody else in, and then we're going to see what type of game people want to play today. We just got to get them in order here because there's a lot. just to show you some of the games that we can play. These are some of the games that we're going to be playing from, either life skills, chat pack, coping skills, another coping skill for trauma, like PTSD, the ACT deck, mental health, and the big one, 100 interactive questions. So those are some of the different games, but I want you guys to pick out what ones that you want to play. If there's a certain one you want me to open, Granny, to do, let me know in the comments, and whether nobody comes in or not, I will open that up and we can do it. I'm hoping to get some more people in here. Right now, we don't have anybody coming in yet, but we have that. I shared it out. I'm going to see if I can share it out on my Facebook page while I'm waiting for people to come in. So we're going to go to share. Excuse me. Well, let me do it that way. Okay, come on. I'm trying to send it out to let people know. And get some people in here. Okay, is there any other way I can share this? Okay. That's it for now, I guess. And we'll see what happens. Well, we have 5 people watching. I know Granny is one, and I am one. Let's see, does it show me who's watching? Well, went to 4. And I want this to be a fun game for everybody. Once we pick a winner, if I can get enough people, if I don't get enough people, Granny, I'm just going to do this anyway, and I'll pick a game. And hopefully it will be a game that helps people. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to give everybody a chance to come in. If anybody wants to come up, I'm going to place the link again. So we're going to come here. And I'm going to place the link again in case somebody wants to come up. and see what we can get going. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to start whether people are in here or not. It shows 5 that are here. 2 more minutes, and we'll be going. And if I don't get anybody in, I am just going to close my eyes and pick randomly on a game to show you. Because I want this to be a fun day, a happy day, so that we can do it. Hey, Gemma, sweetie, how are you? Glad to have you here, sweetheart. I'm just keeping track of the time, because in 1 minute we're going to be getting started. I'm trying to give people a chance to come in. If you could share this out so we can get people in here and have a nice Sunday fun day and learn at the same time, that would be awesome. Also, the link is up there. You want to come up? I'm doing very good, Gemma. Thank you. So we are now at the 2 o'clock mark. Now these are the different games that I have. Thank you very much for sharing, Gemma. These are the different games I have, dealing with mental health issues and to help. So we can play any one of these games. Just tell me, I will go through numbers. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 games. So when you see a game you like, just type in the chat, hey Nero Trigger, how are you? Thank you for coming. Just let me know what one you want to play. So we're going to start with the smaller games and go into the bigger ones. This is game 1. This is game 2. Game 3. Game 4. Game 5. Game 6. And then we have the big game of 7. So whatever one you want to play, guys, let me know. Yay! I'm glad that they gave you the alert, Nero. So guys, just let me know what one you want to play. And I will post the link back up again if somebody wants to come up. This is an open panel. It is a Sunday fun day where we can all learn and have fun at the same time. So I am going to post that back up there for anybody that wants to come up. Hey, beautiful Monica, how are you? Thank you for coming in. If you could share this out, that would be awesome. The more people in here, the better. Just trying to have a Sunday fun day where we can play a card game and have some fun. The link's there for anybody that wants to come up. Hey, Lone Star, thank you for coming in. If anybody wants to come up on panel, the link is there. I will keep posting it in the chat every once in a while. Also, guys, I have Granny's fundraiser pinned to the top. Granny has been with us and helped everybody else out. If you haven't helped yet, please consider doing so. She could really, really use our help. If you can't afford to, then please go to her channel and watch her videos and her playlist. Show her some love. Let her know you're thinking of her. Hey, Dojo, sweetie, how are you? Thank you for coming in again. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to pick the game, and I think it would be a good one to do. Let me know what you think if we do chat pack and get to learn to know each other. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, feel free to do so. The panel is open for anybody that wants to come up. Problem with some of these new ones is you can't open it because it's sealed. So hold on a minute. Because I have to break the seal on the side to open it. Which is not very easy when you don't have fingernails. There we go, there's one. Now the way the chat packs go is I'm going to show a card and I'm going to say what's on the card. And if you don't want to come up on the panel and you just want to interact in the chat, that's fine as well. Just put in the chat your answer to the card as soon as I can get it open. Like I said, it's a challenge when you don't have fingernails. There, I got it. So guys, this is a chat pack. And it's fun questions to spark conversations. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what it looks like here. They're just little, that one wasn't a card, so I got to fix that so it can go back in there. Anyway, they're just little strips like this. This is the front side of them. And that's the back side. And it's a little too much to shuffle, so I'm not going to shuffle. We're just going to kind of go in the order that they are. As soon as I put this back in here, it will let me. There we go. And I'm just going to put them down and take one from the top. And we'll get to know each other. Okay, first question. Well, that's not a question, that's an introduction. Whoops. Okay, here we go. First one, chat pack. If a local radio station offered to let you have your own 30-minute show each weekday morning, what type of show would you have? Can anybody in the chat answer that? I'll repeat it. If a local radio station offered to let you have your own 30-minute show each weekday morning, what type of show would you have? Well, I know for me, I would probably have one dealing with mental health. For the simple fact that's what my channel's about, and bringing mental health awareness to different people. Gemma said she would have an autism and disability show, and that would be awesome. Granny, that's awesome too. A show on kindness to other people. Exactly. Learning how to see with your heart and not your eyes, which unfortunately not a lot of people know how to do. Or they do and they just don't want to. What about you, Lone Star? Let me take a guess. You would have yours on beer review, unless there's another other topic that you would like to do. What about you, Dojo? If you could have a radio station for 1 week, every weekday morning, what would you have the show be about? Okay, let's go to the second question, guys. Who is the most famous person you have ever met? Well, I'll start off saying the most famous person, and I don't even think they were famous, they were wrestlers. I used to be one that loved to go watching wrestling. And I would say the most one that stuck out in my mind that seemed to be true and sincere wouldn't be Hulk Hogan or any of them. A lot of people may not know this wrestler because he's an old time wrestler. It was Ivan Putski. He was my favorite. And you could say he was probably famous because he was a WWF wrestler. But he seemed to be the most honest and sincere. I have met others like Bob Backlund. To me, he wasn't sincere. He was putting on a show. It wasn't his true sincerity. But Ivan Putski was. Anybody else? Let me get these in, Gemma, and I'll read your comment in a minute. Gemma says it would be the manager of her local football club who sadly passed away a few years ago. Well, that is sad, but fortunately, when people pass away, I look at it as if they were close to us. They end up being like a guardian angel in a sense, where they kind of watch over us. And knowing that they're in a better place is way, way more comforting. Anybody else gonna mention anything? What about you, Granny? Who have you met that was famous? Nobody else knows any famous people? All right, since nobody else wants to answer, let's go to the next thing. If you could experience a sailing adventure, cruise on any river, lake, or ocean in the world, what body of water would you choose for your trip? Well, Brandy, I don't think Anyways Mike is famous, but he is a very sweet, kind-hearted person. He does have a very loving heart. And I agree, he should be famous for that. Okay, next question. If you could experience a sailing adventure, cruise on any river, lake, or ocean in the world, what body of water would you choose for your trip? There's the question. Yes, he is, Monica. He has a very big heart. He doesn't, he puts on this front, but we all know him as sweet and kind hearted. So, if you could cruise or take a trip on any body of water, where would you go? Well, I would go on the Caribbean. I went on the Caribbean trip once and I loved it. The waters are beautiful, they're really blue, and you can see to the bottom. It was wonderful. And if I had a chance, I would go on another cruise, but a longer one. We went on a 3-day cruise, and I think this time I would either go on a 5 or a 7-day cruise to the Caribbean. What about you, Gemma? If you could take a cruise on any, or a sailing adventure on any body of water, lake, or ocean, which body of water would you choose? Fiji Islands? Monica, I've never been there. I don't even know what the Fiji Islands look like. But that would definitely be an experience. Now, as I said, I'm going to paste the link in case somebody else wants to come up. What about you, Granny? If you could go on a sailing adventure or a cruise on any river, lake, or ocean in the world, what body of water would you choose from? Well, I guess nobody has a comment. Unless I'm going to do it this way, guys. While I'm talking, because StreamYard is a little bit delayed, I'm going to go on my YouTube page on my phone so I can see your comments quicker. The Nile. Yeah, if you don't mind swimming with crocodiles. I would be afraid because of the crocodiles in the Nile. Hey, King Baked. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're playing a get to know you game. And I just asked a question to everyone. If you want to participate, you can. The last question I just asked that we are getting answers from is if you could experience a sailing adventure, cruise on any river, lake, or ocean in the world, what body of water would you choose for your trip? Hey, Missy! Hi, sweetheart! Mwah. I love you, girl. So, Mickey, if you could travel to any body of water in the world, whether it's a lake or an ocean, where would you go? Where would you like to go? All right, since nobody else knows where they would like to go if they could travel on any body of water, let's ask the next question, see what we get for answers. And we're playing from a game called Chat Pack for those that just came in. It's a game to get just to start conversation and get to know everybody, and it's really fun. If you had to write your own personal definition of the word success, what would it be? That's a very interesting question. Very interesting question. If you had to write your own personal definition of the word success, what would it be? Well, I'll start off by saying if I had to put my definition on success, what would it be? It would be success is being happy at what you're doing, enjoying it. To me, that is success. It's not all about money, or fame, or fortune, but being happy what you're doing, to me, would be success. Anybody else have a definition for what success would be in their eyes? Granny says having a happy life regardless of your status in life. Exactly, Granny. Just basically being happy, you're successful. What about you, King Bakes? What would your definition of success be? Anybody else have a definition for success? This is how you get to know everybody, guys. It's much better and more fun instead of saying stupid things like support me or whatever. You're really getting to know the person by knowing their thoughts. And this is what counts. This is building relationships. Okay, the next question, guys. What is the most interesting course you have ever taken in school? And then, on the other hand, what is the most boring course you have ever taken in school? So it's a double question, and it is what is the most interesting course you've taken in school, and what is the most boring subject you had in school? Well, to me, the most interesting that I liked was home ec. I loved home ec. It was like cooking, sewing, relationship. That was the most interesting. Now, the most boring, it would be a tie between history and geography. More history than anything. How about you, Monica? Can you remember when you were in school? What was your most interesting and boring subject? Yeah, I was pretty good at math too, Granny. I liked math. Typing, because of my eyesight, I just didn't have the hand and eye coordination, so that one didn't last long. How about you, Monica? What was the most interesting subject you had in school and the most boring subject? I guess nobody else wants to say what was interesting and boring. Well, let's put the link back up there in case somebody wants to come in at the same time. Monica says let me show this so I can see it better. When she was in Bible college, I found everything interesting. In high school, I wasn't too interested in geometry. Well, I agree with you there, Monica. Geometry was not fun. And I never knew you went to college for Bible classes. That is awesome to know. Yeah, Mickey, media law, any type of law put me to sleep. I remember when I went to college, I took business law, and it was so boring. It put me to sleep. And I bet you are an excellent realtor. Okay, guys, we're going to move to the next question here. What world record would you most want to establish if you could? Ah, okay. So if you could establish a world record, what would it be for? That's a tricky question because I've never even put thought to something like that. So for me, I don't even think I could answer that one because I have no clue. So the question is what world record would you most want to establish if you could? Can anybody answer that? I mean, if you guys can, you're much better than me because I'm having a hard time trying to think of something. Let's see. If I could establish a world record, what would it be? I haven't the slightest clue on where I could answer that question. So if you guys just want to skip it and go to the next question, just type in the chat skip, and we'll go to the next question. Or if you want to try, you can try to answer it. Like I said, if you can, you're doing much better than I am because I cannot even answer that one myself. And now it fell, so I have to get it up. And I don't, there we go. That's fine, we understand, Granny. Monica says she'd love to have a world record for number of animals saved through rescue. Monica, I never even thought of that, but that would be awesome. But you would have to have a really big place for that because I know a lot of rescues that save like 38 animals in one day, 28 another. So you would have to do a lot. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. Hopefully this one's a little bit easier. I like this question. What type of service to others or good deed done for other people do you personally find the most rewarding? This one I can answer in a heartbeat. I'm doing what I'm doing now through YouTube. I don't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of people in my chats, but I don't care. If one person gets helped by my videos, by my chats, or whatever, then I've done what I've set out to do. I'm not on YouTube to make money. So mine would be a mental health advocate, and I can explain why. For those that don't know me, I have 5 kids. 3 of my boys are just mentally disabled, and my daughter is disabled. My oldest daughter is not disabled, but my other 4 children are. And the first time I went to go visit my boys after reuniting with them, because I had to give them up for adoption when they were very young, which was, a decision I thought was best for them due to the circumstances that was going on in my life at the time. But anyway, we got reunited, and I went to see them for 2 weeks in their home. Well, they live with their cousin who does work with Easter Seals adult mentally challenged people. She's what they call adult daycare worker for them. During the time that I was there, she had made a very disturbing comment about my children that bothered me quite a bit, which was, if you knew your kids were going to turn out like this, why did you keep having kids? Hey, Will the Rocker, welcome, welcome. We're just playing a chat pack game right now where you just ask questions. I ask questions from the chat pack, and everybody answers to get to know everybody, including myself. And the question that we're working on right now is, what type of service to others or good deed done for other people do you personally find the most rewarding? And I was telling a story, which, like I said, for those that don't know me, I have 5 children. 4 are mentally disabled, 1 is not. And I went to see my 2 boys at their home for 2 weeks. It was the most wonderful 2 weeks of my whole life. And their adopted cousin had made a statement that if you knew your kids could have a chance of being like this, why did you keep having kids? Which really bothered me, because first of all, 99% of mental illnesses, they don't know what's caused. It's not genetic. It's not caused from the mother or the father. You don't know. You could have 2 perfectly normal children. 2 perfectly normal adults, and a child comes out with a mental handicap. Just like midgets. You could have 2 midgets, get married, have kids, and their kids are normal size. They're not midgets. So that really disturbed me, and that's really my go-to reason why I started this channel, was to help bring awareness to it. So to answer the question from me on what type of service to others or good deed done for other people do you personally find most rewarding, what I'm doing right now, bringing mental health awareness to other people so people can learn to see with their heart and not their eyes. And I'm going to highlight monikers and go down, because when I highlight it and show it, it's easier for me to read, guys. Monica says, every year my organization participates in a craft fair event with the local veterans hospitals. Last year, I only supplied the crafts for the veterans because of COVID. But the in-person event is one of my favorite days of the year. Yes, Monica, that is awesome. Before my husband passed, I remember when he was sick the first couple of times and he was hospitalized, crafts fair like that do help the veterans a great deal, and you are a very sweet, loving person for doing that. And don't let anybody tell you differently. You have a big heart, and I can tell you firsthand experience, the veterans do appreciate it very, very much. Now, Will the Rocker says, Eileen, I like you to know I cannot say the name of your YouTube, wish I could. Wish you the very best. Will the Rocker, that's fine. In English, it's my last name is pronounced Bailu. Bailu, just think of it like a wedding veil in Mary Lou without the Mary. So it would be Bailu. Now, the next question I'm going to post, but before I do, I am going to put up here the link in case somebody wants to come on. There we go. Okay, for the next chat pack question. If you could become fully enlightened instantly on any one subject, which subject would you choose? Now, like I said, this one's real easy for me, guys. I mean, really easy. For me, if I can be enlightened on any one subject instantly, it would be on mental health issues and how to deal with the anxiety and stress that it causes and how to help people with it. That would be me. What about you, Monica? If you could become fully enlightened instantly on any one subject, which subject would you choose? And Will the Rocker says, Sweet Mary Lou, I do love Ricky Nelson being a drummer. Okay. So his would be on Ricky Nelson's music, on learning the drums. Think hard, Monica. If you could become fully enlightened instantly on one subject, which subject would you choose? And the clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Thank God this isn't a time game, huh? I think Monica hit a subject that she's not sure on how to answer, like the card that I couldn't answer. So we'll give you a break, Monica, and we'll let you think about it if you want, and we'll go on to the next question. Nope, she came up with an answer. Monica says computers, maybe. Everyone always asks me for computer help, even though I tell them I am not IT. Well, that's probably because you seem to know you may not be a licensed IT, but you probably have a good fair of knowledge on IT, on computers. So maybe that's why, or they just like your bubbly personality, Monica. And Will the Rocker says, Monica, good evening. Okay, so the next one. Suppose that income taxes still had to be paid, but instead of going to the government, your tax dollars would go to any cause or charity of your choice. Assuming the money would have to go to the same place each year, where would you want it to go? So basically what it's asking is if you could instead of paying your income taxes to the IRS, if you could just donate it to a certain charity or something like that, what would you choose it to do, knowing that it would be to the same one year after year? Well, for me, Monica says animal rescue. That's a good one, Monica. And Will the Rocker says he would have to say volunteering at his mom's school library reading to kids. Oh, that is so awesome. Mine would probably be to mental health awareness, because it has such a bad stigma to it. And there's so many people that suffer, and a lot of people don't know how to see from here. They only see with this, so they judge. If they don't like the way you look or talk or whatever. And a lot of people, I think, if they knew about the different mental illnesses more, they could look for the signs and be more helpful. So I think that's what I would choose, is the mental health awareness. Excuse me. Hold on a minute, guys. I got to get a drink of water. As soon as I pick this up, because the card fell. I kind of have to hold it because these are little cards, so they do fall. The mouth gets dry after talking, but we're fine. Okay, so the next question. Hey, Sterling, we're just playing Cat Pack questions, and let's see if you can answer the last one. But before we do, I'll put the link in case you want to come up, because it is open panel for anybody that wants to come up. In the last Cat Pack question, so far Monica, me, and Will the Rocker answered it. Is suppose that your income taxes still had to be paid, but instead of paying it to the IRS, you could give it to a charity of your choice. What charity would you give it to, Sterling? If you could give your income taxes to a charity instead of to the IRS, what charity would you give your income tax to every year? This next one's kind of funny. Very thought-provoking. Oh, Sterling wants to come up, guys, so hold on. We're going to let Sterling up. And then I'm going to...
How you doing, fellow Texan?
Welcome up, Sterling. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm not doing bad. We're just playing a fun game called Cat Pack.
Yeah,
These are the cards from it, and get it in the mirror, the thing here. And on the back is the question. I just asked the question, and everybody on panel and in chat can answer it.
Yeah.
And the last one that I asked was for income tax, especially where you work for Amazon. Instead of paying income tax to the IRS, if you could donate it to any charity of your choice, but knowing that it would go to the same charity year after year, what charity would you choose?
Well, if I had to make any kind of donation, if that's what you're asking, I think that was I did overhear you ask me some question, and I was in the process of coming up here to come up and answer that, if I'm not mistaken. So, any donation you're talking about?
Yeah, instead of paying your income tax to the IRS, if they said, okay, instead of giving us money for you working, we want you to take it and donate it to a charity time and time again. What charity would you choose?
I would choose a charity that would help out the environment of the people that are practically struggling to survive. And if I had to choose one, of course, you would know, Granny's funding. I would take that. That's one of them. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but this would be okay. I think what they're
Like,
talking about is not like a GoFundMe. I think they mean like a normal charity. Like, take for granted. Once she gets her house and everything, that GoFundMe's gone. When she's all taken care of. They
ah,
mean a permanent charity.
yeah. Well, I think I would also donate it to some some company that would do like some catering jobs. You familiar with catering?
Yes, catering used in a lot of different situations.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely a catering job of some sort. Yeah.
Okay, well, Monica went to get coffee and she said she'd be back. So let's go to the next question. Huh, this one is very thought provoking. If you had to be of a different ethnicity, which means like a different race than you
Yeah.
actually are, to which heritage would you most like to belong?
Wow.
Yeah, it's thought provoking. Me, I don't know.
That's a tough one for me too. I mean, if
I'm
we're going
Irish and
culture,
French. I kind of like who I am. I've never been to Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland, but then that doesn't go to the question because I am part Irish.
oh,
um,
really?
what nationality am I not that I would like to be? Oh, that's a tough one for me to answer because I kind of am happy being who I am.
Yeah, I'm totally happy with being who I am too. I mean, like I'm white, of course, so Native American. So, but you have me on Facebook. You've noticed my last name, and interesting trivia. My last name is actually translated into chicken in Czechoslovakia. So consider
I
me.
know. Our language in different languages is so odd.
I know, right? But it's
It's
true.
like,
So
yeah, it's like my first name in, English is Eileen, but like
yeah.
in French, it's a total different name. It's Elaine.
Yeah. I've actually I know a couple of people that have names that are pronounced the exact same way as your name.
Yeah,
There's
and
somebody
it's
I've
spelled so
seen
many different ways.
that and it's Aylin, and this particular person is from Turkey. So it may not be the exact way you would pronounce it, but generally speaking, you can pronounce it that way, Eileen, or
Yeah.
in But in Turkey, they probably say Alin or something like that.
Okay, I'm trying to read what Will the Rocker says. Yeah, he has a hard time deciding on it too. That one's really tricky.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. If you were making a list of 5 things, not people, that make you the happiest in your life, what 5 things would you write down?
Hmm. 5 things that would make me the happiest.
Well, I'll start off. Well, my face is the first one.
Yeah.
My pets, they're not people. There's a second one.
Hmm.
Um, my home is the third. The fourth and fifth is going to be tough now. I'm trying to think.
What would be your top priorities? Maybe that'll help.
Well, it's my top priorities, I can't do that because it says not people, and my top five priorities would include people.
Ah,
So it would be my faith, my health,
yeah.
my animals, my home, and my friends. Oh, no, I can't say friends because that's people.
What about your family?
They're people. You can't
No.
include people.
Okay, you
So
can't include people. Right.
the fifth one, I would probably say my heart.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Those would be my five.
Yeah.
I like
Hmm.
some of these games because they do help make, some of them do make you think. And it's a better way to get to know people because you get to know what their aspirations are and to truly
Hmm.
get to know them from in here instead of looking at them and judge them from what you see, which unfortunately so many people do.
I know, right?
Yes, Will, they do help you think. They do make you think on some of them.
Yeah.
Huh, just had an avalanche of cards. I wish the cards were a little bit bigger because
Yeah.
they fall so easily, but okay, the next one. If you had to spend an entire summer working at one of our country's national parks or historic sites, which one would you choose? Well, for
Hmm.
me, I would say Yellowstone National Park.
You took that right out of my mouth.
I
Wow.
love animals. I love nature, and it would be a so perfect combination for me.
And I thought of that because it is a parody in the Yogi cartoon Jellystone Park, with
Yeah,
Yellowstone.
I know a lot of people would probably say like Grand Canyon, but the Grand Canyon to me is it's nature, but
Yeah.
I love it more like Jellystone where there's trees and you hear the birds and the different animals.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to the
Yeah, and
Grand
Billy
Canyon a couple
Rogers
times.
at Yellowstone too.
That's one of the most popular parks out there that we can think of.
Yeah, and I think it's because a lot of people have the same thing in mind. Yeah, he goes Smokey the Bear was a baby bear cub rescued from Yellowstone. Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. I just
Yep.
thought, it was because it's, where it is, bears, and, so.
Yeah, very true.
Okay, the next one. If you were given the opportunity to be an apprentice to any person, living or deceased, from who would you want to learn? Ooh, hard, hard.
If I was going to be a a what now?
Apprentice.
A prank
In
a
other words,
prank.
apprentice is somebody that you're learning from them. Like if you
Uh,
want to be like an electrician, they have apprentices, certain steps. You would be underneath them, learning from them. Like they be your mentor.
hmm. Well. I
Mm.
would probably maybe choose um if I had to choose anyone other than family, it could be a real estate agent.
Well, you could say Mickey. She does
I could
real
say
estate.
Nikki, yeah, yeah, considering that she is a realtor,
They
and
said
like
that
she
any
does live in
person
my
living
area.
overseas.
Yeah,
I
absolutely true.
would
Yeah,
say that's a tough one for me. Um, because I actually feel like I'm an apprentice to my children
yeah.
because I learn a lot from them. Um, although they're adults, but just going through what I've gone through in life and seeing what they've gone through and how they are, I would say, not my granddaughter. My granddaughter
Yeah.
has autism, and if I can learn to be just the way exactly like she is, I mean, she is the most sweetest. She's 16 years old already, but she's the sweetest, most lovingest, forgiving. She's like right there the way we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
So very sweet and loving and forgiving, just like an animal.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and yeah,
So
you.
I would say her.
Yeah, yeah. And if I had to choose somebody in my family, um, my nieces could be one too.
Yeah, Will the Rocker says his papa,
He
which
agrees.
would be his grandfather. Yeah, that's fine when somebody says that, if they have like autism and this or that. I know how most autistic people are.
I happen to
My
be one of them.
Yes, you have autism. My son has autism. He has autism, I can't even say it, Asperger's, um,
Asperger's. Yeah.
and he has something else, but he's never been tested for it. But I do believe he has it because he shows signs of it where autism also is included, but with it comes a lot of medical issues as well,
Yeah.
physically, which he had when he was like a baby. And even he is the most sweetest and loving person there is. Like, he's never met his dad. And
Oh,
every
wow.
Memorial Day, veterans, well, I had to give my kids up at a young age, um, for a lot of different what was going on in our lives at that time. We felt it was best for them to have the best type of home possible. And
Yeah.
so, in adoption, a lot of people don't understand. It's harder on the parents that give the child up than it is
Yeah.
for anybody because you're constantly thinking about that child. And you
Yeah.
constantly second guess if you made the right choice, if you made the right decision.
Mm. Yeah.
And so he's never got to meet his dad. When we got reunited, his dad was passed for 2 years already. But
Yeah.
although he's never met his dad, every Veterans Memorial Day, um, my late husband's birthday, he's in tears, and he doesn't even know his dad.
Wow.
So,
It's a pretty sad story if somebody never got to meet their own biological dad. You know, they have a stepdad. I mean, it's good to know they have like a dad in general, but having to never meet your own biological dad is a bit of a sad story.
but he's in tears not because he doesn't know his dad. He's in tears because he's always thinking of him, as
Oh,
if
really?
his tears are as if he's been with his dad all of his life. and he's sad, thinking of him on Memorial Day and Veterans Day because my late husband was a Vietnam vet. And of course, because, he's passed, so his birthday. So it's not tears of not knowing, it's tears of general love for him.
Yeah.
And that just is so amazing to
Mm.
me. And, because then you have these people that's like, I can't, they're so cold, and it's like, sometimes it just sickens me, the way people are. It's like, because all I have to do is think of my granddaughter, think of my son, and it's like, how can you judge people when you don't know them like that? My son's
I
never
know,
met his
right?
dad, but yet he bonded to him.
Yeah, like how could they do that if they don't even know, never met him or, you know, but yeah, like my mom was actually adopted when she was a baby. She never got to meet her like real parents because her biological parents were pretty young when, gave birth to her, and then I'm not sure exactly the age she was adopted, but yeah, um,
Did your mom
and
ever try to find her biological family when she got older?
I don't. I think she knows of them, but she probably has never. Uh, she's never told me if she has ever seen them in person, but she knows of them. But all she knows is that the parents that she like grew up with, her adopted parents are known as like her own parents,
That
and
was one
so
of my biggest fears with my boys, is that they wouldn't want to get to know me. But I was so blessed that they they actually reached out to me. When my
yeah,
husband passed, I put up a page for him um, on Facebook and put the pictures of the kids and everything on it. Um, and the kid got a hold of me through that, and I was so blessed. But I was scared the first time they reached out, because I was happy, I was nervous, I was scared, because what was going through my head was, what if they just want to find knowledge on any physical or mental issues, or just information wise, and then that's it.
yeah,
So I had all these emotions going through me, and I was so blessed that we're still in touch with each other when I go see them all the time, and I'm just so blessed.
yeah,
Will said that he had Asperger's when he was born, and he had Tourette syndrome, where moving would not work.
yeah.
Will,
Basic.
I'm going to address this comment to you. I do interviews also here for different mental health illnesses. And if you're comfortable with that, I would love to be able to interview you here on YouTube. You don't have to show your face like we are. You can have your icon on there if you're more comfortable with that speaking. But reach out to me if you want. I would love to be able to interview you on your Asperger's and Tourette.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've been practically diagnosed with is autism, like Asperger's syndrome. Also, ADHD, and like I take some certain pills that like help me concentrate better upon
Calm down, yeah.
that matter.
So you're not bouncing off the walls. Yeah, both my
Exactly.
boys have that as well. And my youngest boy out of the two, because they live together. He has it so bad where he can't sleep. He sleeps maybe
Yeah,
2 hours a day
yeah.
because he'll go to bed like at 11 or 12 and he won't be able to fall asleep until like 3 or 4 and then have to get up like at 6. And it would be, man, I can't do it, but that's the only way he can do it. He has to be busy.
Well, try having a schedule like mine, especially if you have to work 6 days a week, working 5 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and having to get up at 3 in the morning all of those days. That's my kind of schedule
Yeah,
for work.
but see, you're also lucky in a way where you have some of the things that I can't do, like you can drive.
Yeah, I can, certainly.
I can't drive. I didn't even know until you said you were sitting in your car. It was like, do you drive?
Yeah, and yeah, yes, I do drive, and I started driving my sophomore year in high school. Um, my first car was a Mercedes convertible. It was one of those 90s style cars.
Okay, Bill the Rocker. I'll reach out to you, and we can set up a date for that interview. Okay, next question.
Yeah,
Well, this is going to be really hard for you because you are a born and raised Texan. So this
okay.
question is going to be really hard for you. It's not going to be so hard for me because I'm what they call an implant. I'm originally from up north. So I can answer this one with no problem, but you're going to have a problem. What is the
Anyway.
coldest you have ever been in your life? And what is the phew, hottest you ever been in your life? Well, me, the coldest I have ever been was where I was born and raised, which was in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Our winters get to like 15 to 20 below zero some years when I was
Hmm.
growing up. And I remember with my husband, when he was well, because he liked to have a beard and mustache, you know, men think that it keeps him warm. Well, he found out it doesn't do very much on keeping you warm.
Yeah.
Um, I used to pick on him. It got so cold, and you say instead of shaving, just get your beard and mustache wet and go outside and just go in the opposite direction, and it will break off. So that's the
Simple as that.
coldest. And the hottest I would say would be the first year we came here when I first went through the 100+ summers. Because
Wow.
where I'm from, our summer's hottest weather is like 90. So when we hit the 100 pluses here, that was the hottest.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, recently in the summers here in Texas, we've been hitting triple digit weather throughout most of
Excuse me
July
for
and
a minute. I
August.
just want to welcome our new guest. Welcome, Husky Express. Hey, Gills,
Hey,
Gills,
Gil
the man in
Skills, how you doing, my
the
man?
how are you? Come
Hey,
on
Howdy
up, Gil.
Husky Express? Husky Express?
Yeah, it's hard to say. Hey, Husky Express, how are you? If anybody else wants to come up on the panel with us, feel free. We're just playing a game called Chat Pack where I ask questions from the deck and we all answer. And the
It's
last
sort of a
question
brain teaser.
I just did is what is the coldest you have ever been in your life, and what is the few hottest you've ever been in your life? Let me welcome Mr. Gil Skills to the stream.
Yo, yo, yo.
And we're going to
What's
go
going on?
It's a
differently.
pleasure. It's a pleasure.
There we go.
So good to see you again, Gil.
Likewise.
There we go. So we're going to start with Sterling. Sterling, what is the coldest you've ever been? And what is the hottest you've ever been?
Well, I shall say, as you well as knows, Texas went through a snowstorm. So the coldest that I know that I've ever been would be 3 degrees.
I think Eileen heard the same thing I
Yeah,
did.
lovely, lovely snowstorm. That was quite weird for Texas. Not appreciated. Guilt, authentic. You do not have huskies here. That stays up there in Maine with your huskies.
Yeah.
So we have somebody else, Mr. Nero Trigger, the killer.
Hello.
Hey,
Yes,
Nero, long time no see, I shall say.
Hey, I'm only up here, Ellen, because you watch my channel, and 25% of us up here on the panel actually watch my channel. That's all.
Nero, FYI, I
always
started back
watch
on
her.
YouTube about several months ago. I have a new channel.
He must be referring to you, Eileen, because I watch his channel too when I can.
Yeah, but hi.
Okay, everybody. So, what is the coldest you have ever been in your life, and what is the hottest you ever been in your life?
Negative
Gil?
40. Negative 40.
40. So, what's the hottest?
I don't
So, what's
know.
the hottest?
All I know is I lived in Florida for 2 months, and it was the hottest 2 months out of the year. But that might be due to humidity. So that.
Yeah,
I never said
quite
the
humid
hottest.
in Florida.
I never said the hottest I've lived in, but I would have to say around my area in DFW, I would have to say probably 114.
Wow.
Yeah.
You, Nero, what's the coldest that you've ever been and the hottest you've ever been? We're talking weather-wise now.
I don't remember.
Just
We
think of
know
any
certain people
cold
on
or
this
hot
panel like.
We
Okay,
know
so
you don't
we'll
live
go
in
to
Texas.
another one.
This
No,
game is
he
a bit of a
lives
brain
in-
teaser.
Yeah, it can be with some of them. Okay, guys, if you were to die tomorrow, what would you want people to do for most of all? Sterling?
Say that question one more time. And
If you were to die tomorrow, what would you want people to remember about you of all?
somebody who would remember me. Huh. I would have to say probably somebody who would want to remember me overall would be absolutely my parents, I could say for some, yeah.
Okay, Gil?
Repeat the
If you
question.
were to die tomorrow, what would you want people to remember you for most of all?
What would I want them to remember me by?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I can eat a Twinkie in one bite.
No, I would say you're wee woman.
I don't know. That's not my finest moment.
And actually, now that I hear the question more more 100% clear, I would have to say as the greatest Family Feud host. You also don't have to
That's good.
consider beating me up for quitting YouTube because I am back on the YouTube streets. I hope you're happy, Eileen.
All right.
Beating you up on the YouTube. What?
Nero, if you were to die
Long story,
tomorrow, what would you want people to remember you for most of all?
I wouldn't want anybody to remember me.
Now, come on. Nero,
I could
Trigger
lie
the
to you,
Killer?
Say what? I'm not a
You
passionate
gotta
person.
have something that you want to be remembered.
No.
I will remember the live streams where he's playing that game with the lightsabers. That's
Beat
what I would
Saber.
remember.
Oh, that would look.
And
That would,
he gets jiggy with it, and he's like, I mean, it was just incredible.
Well, I'm only good at that game because I was an actual Jedi in the
Yes.
movie. So
Wait, what?
remember me from my
Because he's
YouTube.
Nero Trigger the Killer.
Remember me from my YouTube channel.
Me, as far
It'll
as
live on
me,
forever.
I think I would want people to remember my heart. The way I am towards others.
That's a good
That's a
answer.
good
I
one.
like that one.
That's a great
I
answer.
think I like
Absolutely.
people to remember.
So in retrospect, Twinkies maybe Eileen wins. I think she got the best.
And
Yeah, she
And
totally
then-
won that one.
if I do happen to perish, just a quick shout out to Ripley for sponsoring my streams. They get yeah, you can remember this.
Oh,
I got a message from Rippet if I do die tomorrow. Thank you, Rippet, for sponsoring my streams, but instead of giving me a year supply of a flavor that I do not like, give me some money.
You gotta start off with the crappy
Okay.
stuff.
And then
It's always the way it is with YouTube.
Damn it. There we
Isn't
go.
it like you start off with all this crap that you don't care for or don't want, with promotions and crap. You work your way up, but maybe they'll give you the flavor you want next time.
Yeah, give me great,
Yeah, you
goddamn
never
it.
know.
Before I die tomorrow.
That's right.
24 hours. Not even that.
That's what
Okay,
Nero wants
guys.
people to remember by. He hated that flavor. Rip it.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. I never even heard of that. What is it? Limella? It's Limoron?
Lemon.
Lemon, I think that's what it says.
Lemon does it continue after moan?
It looks like a parody of lemon or lemonade.
Lemonade. Yeah. And I got
That
about
sounds really, really sick and perverted.
and I got 100 of these in my refrigerator. And when I get down to about like 10 or 20, they send me 100 more. Shoot. And remember, I'm dying tomorrow, so I sent out a request for you to give me grape.
That would be great. I'd love to see what their funny way to twist the grape flavor would be. Lemonade sounds really, really.
Yeah.
That was bad.
It's nasty. I'm only drinking it because I need the caffeine.
Oh, the pun was bad too. The flavor's bad. The pun's bad. Come on now.
I know, right?
Hey, which of you
Yeah.
do you remember anticipating with the greatest amount of enthusiasm?
What's the question again?
Sterling?
What was the
Which
question
of
again?
your birthdays do you remember anticipating with the greatest amount of enthusiasm?
Finally, I can answer.
Well. I would have to say my 14th birthday, and that would be because I got to experience this place called main event, and because I got my first experience with laser tag in a surprise party. My parents threw in a surprise the very next day after my birthday. They planned it, and I wasn't supposed to know about it until that day. And so we had a party at my house, and they took me to main event where it had all those kinds of activities like pool, bowling, arcade, and darts, and yeah, they got laser tag and those kind of things. And so yeah,
What about you, Gil?
I'm gonna have to go
Which
with
of
my.
your birthdays do you? Your 18th?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with my 18th because my 16th kind of sucked. I got my car when I was 16, but I was grounded pretty much from when I was 16 to 18 because of the shenanigans I pulled with the car. So that just took away from that. So when I turned 18, I kind of gained my own freedom there to do whatever the hell I want, even at my own expense. So I guess 18. Because I was drinking by then too, so 21 just didn't seem to have the luster, you know.
oh wow.
What about you,
I know it
Nero?
sounds somewhat cynical, but it's true.
But I just turned 39 a couple of weeks ago. I was really excited and anticipating getting a PlayStation 5, and I'm glad I was able to do that.
Who the hell are you kidding? You turned 29.
Yeah,
I am
I
30.
did notice that.
Oh, okay, Gil Skills. I'm using my real voice, my real name, and I'm really 39. I turned 39 on March the 8th. Everything's real right now. My real face, real.
I am Nero Trigger, and I have been exactly 10. It's been 10 seconds since I have been honest. No, I'm just kidding. I know, I'm just kidding around.
I'm. Yeah, here's some truth. I am really 39. My birthday was really March the 8th.
I believe you.
Yeah,
And happy belated.
he was excited about his S5 because he put a short video on it.
Yeah, I did. Oh, you seen that?
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
the
the Yoda one. Yeah, I
special
customized
edition.
it. Yeah, I got the Yoda.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah,
hope you
got
had
the
a
Yoda.
big ass day, buddy. I like Baby Yoda.
Yeah, everything I do is custom. Let's see, it's over here. What up?
I finally watched all of
Now, why would you think I didn't do this?
I finally watched The Mandarin, and I wish I would have watched it from the very beginning. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the third season goes, considering some people got fired.
Yeah, I know. They fired my girl too. Sasha Banks from WWE. Speaking of that, one birthday that I was anticipating was my 36th birthday when I went to WrestleMania to see The Undertaker and he lost to Brock Lesnar. I was pissed.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there.
Whoa.
I was
You
pissed.
weren't the only one that was pissed.
I never seen 100,000 people get so quiet. You can hear a pin drop when he lost.
He broke the streak. Excuse my French, Eileen. Sorry.
Yeah, he should have
broke the
seen it.
streak, man.
Cause I remember he got F5 twice and he got up, but then that third F5 you actually heard his head hit the ground. So like, boom. Then my friend was like, I was like, he ain't getting up. And my friend was like, he'll be fine. Then I hear dumbass Jim Ross saying when he was counting through, he was like, no. I was like, I'm like, did he just fucking?
I wonder if I wonder if it was choreographed that way or supposed to be choreographed that way. Because you're right. I don't know if he was like out of it or disoriented or in real life, how they choreograph it.
Well, here's what I do know, and you could believe me or not, but you'll be surprised who you could get in contact with Instagram. And I actually talked to Mark Calloway, which is the Undertaker's real name, about that. And during that WrestleMania, he didn't know if he wanted Brock Lesnar to beat him or not. So I asked him about it. He was like, "Okay." He said,
Okay, well, the Rocker, see you later.
So Undertaker was like, "You remember my interest that night?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "It was a signal. If I come out and I don't burn Brock Lesnar's casket, that means I want to win the match. But if I come out and I burn it, it's nobody to fit in the casket. That means I want Brock Lesnar that means I'm putting Brock Lesnar over. I was like, oh, so after the fact, I knew.
That's really rough, though.
I was like, was that a real? I said, that last F5, was that a real F5? He was like, yeah, it was a mistake. He gave me a concussion. He's like, he wasn't going to kick out anyway. I'm like, wow, okay. I'm pretty sure if y'all type the Undertaker up on Instagram, he'll respond back to you. He ain't doing nothing. He's retired now. So,
No.
Well, I hope he's got bank because he sure earned it.
And if you want
I damn well bet he did.
Undertaker is worth $70 million. He's okay. And his wife, Michelle McCool.
I stopped watching wrestling a while ago when I found out a lot of it's fake.
The only thing fake about it, the slams are real.
Well, let's be clear. Yes, the matches are pre-choreographed, but none of what they do is technically fake.
Now the hits in the mouth and everything like that is fake.
I used to be a wrestling fanatic a long time ago with my husband, and we used to go to all the live matches and stuff. And I've talked to a lot of the old wrestlers like Bob Backlund, Ivan Putski, Chief Jay Strong. Because I'm older than you guys, you may not remember these guys. But they even said 99% of them, I even got to talk to Hulk Hogan, 90% of wrestling is fake. It is entertainment. They are paid to lose matches. They are paid to, it goes on the only things that are never ever fake is like their pay-per-view matches, like their cage matches and stuff like that. But the regular wrestling matches are fake. They're planned who's going to win and who's not.
They're paid to put on a show.
Yeah.
You could turn around and say that Brad Pitt is fake because he acts. He creates movies. He acts. What he does isn't fake. It's just it's a profession. You know what I mean? It's not World Wrestling Federation. It's not. You know what I mean? It's World Wrestling Entertainment, and it's that way for a reason because it's not right. Wrestling is not real in the sense that it's not competition. It's like a male soap opera.
I mean, it's like when I first saw the Undertaker, his entrance used to scare the hell out of me. But now actually talking to him, I went to talk. Hey, what's up, Michael?
Time with our five. It's good to see you.
Yeah, exactly. When I was getting this autograph for the first time, I'm like, hey, Mark, like, hey, what's your name, Mike? I'm talking to me like a normal. I'm like, what happened to the eyes in the back of the head? And he's like, oh man, I'm just chilling right now. I'm like, you talking like a ghetto and this and that. And then funny story.
Okay, guys.
When I did public safety, John Cena wasn't supposed to be out hurt right. And I was doing a college graduation at an arena, and right after the graduation, they was doing Monday Night Raw. So, and then some of the wrestlers helped set up. So, and then last week I saw that John Cena had a shoulder injury. He was going to be out for like 6 months in the hospital. They made a big thing about it. And who comes walking in to help set up? John Cena. I'm like, I thought you was hurt. He's like, oh man, that's a show, man. I was so hurt. I'm like, people was out there crying for you, man. They was really worried about you, thinking you was really hurting. Your shoulder ain't hurt. You here? I'm like,
my son and his friend Austin, they're both named Austin. The WWE came to Bangor. I don't know, it was like 5-6 years ago now, but we were all in the bleachers, and those two went right up to the gate. Like there was a little path, and like there was a little area where they can like stand ringside, just before the ring. Well, there was a segment during John Cena's match. I don't even remember who he was wrestling, but they got out of the ring and they started wrestling through the crowd, and both Austins almost got trampled by him. Like, get out of there! They're trying to do the thing. Get out of there! Yeah. That was one of the things that my son loved. Is like he almost tripped up on John Cena.
I'd be like, I would have sued I'd have let him trip up and sued the WWE for a couple of million, nothing serious.
Okay,
I wonder
guys.
if he's going to be in
Which
Bumblebee too.
which age, when you turned it, was the most difficult for you to accept? Sterling?
Well, that's a bit of a tough one to answer. I guess I would have to say maybe 10, because that's where I realized that, you were kind of, well, not necessarily forced out of it, but you were kind of getting a bit. I was kind of at the age, according to my mom, where I was forced to stop watching the childhood shows that I loved and stuff I loved doing as at a younger age than 10. So I'd put it that way.
Okay, what about you, Gil?
Before I answer, do you mind if I promote my third channel, Husky Express?
Yes.
Okay, just putting the link in the chat. That's all.
That's important of supporting that.
You did make a third channel. I didn't know that was
Well,
it.
yeah, it was called the Short Video Express.
It is so cute. I love his.
Eileen's been there.
That little puppy is so adorable.
I just finally, I just gave it a much needed uplift. But to answer your question, every passing birthday gets harder and harder for me to accept because I feel older. I see wrinkles. I see white hair. I see less hair. I see more hair in areas I don't want it. And gravity is not our friends. And so, yeah, it's like the next birthday is always harder than the last for me. So there.
What about you, Nero?
I feel the same way Gil Skills do. I mean, it's like with each passing, I just wish I could have done more. Like I wish I was married by now. I wish I was settled in a job by now. You know what I mean? And
yeah, the what ifs get you. You know.
Yeah, they really get you. And then thought I'd be a popular. Have a
Midlife
million.
crisis.
Yeah, thought I have a billion.
Despite your subscriber count, Nero, you are popular.
Bullshit,
Yeah.
but thank you.
No, you are.
You are very well liked.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm a killer.
Well, dude, come on, just accept a compliment and finish what you had to say.
Why? Because I'm a killer. I'm good at killing.
Yeah, all those Gil Skills bosses.
You're good. You have a good personality, good game player.
Yeah, and I want to apologize.
I would have to agree with you guys, though. Every age for me gets worse every year. As I realize I'm getting closer and closer to 60. I mean, I'm 58 right now. And when I turn, it's like, and next year will be even worse.
Yeah, I gotta apologize to you, Gil Skills, about that, cause that boss, I was like, man, this boss is a bald-headed big motherfucker. He remind me of Gil Skills. Look how big that boss is. Like,
there is no need to apologize because that was one of the most memorable times I've ever had while watching one of your live streams, dude.
I'm like, look at this big guy. He's twice my size. It's like fighting Gil Skills.
Then all of a sudden, it went from the boss to everybody who was fighting. Look at all them Gil Skills he's talking about. He's like. It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good memory.
Yeah. Glad you liked it.
I love the way
one of your questions, Eileen. What's one of your favorite YouTube community memories? That's one of mine. I'm ahead of you.
Well, it's not one of the questions, but yeah.
Well, I got
just
one.
Don't ask on what one's my favorite YouTube. I can't pick.
I can answer that question.
Okay, guys.
Right away. I'll answer Gil Skills' question. You remember?
Go ahead.
I said, Giscus, you remember the very thing that made me famous when I called a certain person the B word on their live stream? That was my that put me on the map. Because my subscriber count went up like tenfold, like ging, 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 ging. I was like, OB, and then everybody was like, yo, Nero, you gave it to him. I'm like, were you there?
I think I was there, and I think the reason you got so much props for that is you called a spade a freaking spade, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, right on, this dude's calling the way he did it. I'm going to subscribe to him.
You should have seen that, Chad. I got like 500 subscribers overnight on that one. My OBS was like, ging, 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 ging. Yeah. You know who I'm talking about, though, right? You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
I think so. I remember that.
No. Let's not do that for.
I'll text it to you.
Okay. I mean, thank you for having us up here. It was a lot of fun.
That's not a problem, guys. If ending to any movie you have ever seen, what movie would it be, and how would you alter the way it ends?
That is a total tough question for me.
I was there. I was sorry. He texted me who it was. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know who it was, but yes, I was there.
A movie that I was chance to end into? Oh my God. It's a lot of that.
Well, you don't have to worry about Snyder. You don't have to worry about Snyder's cut because, man, they did a good job with that.
Oh, shit. I'm out. I'm gone.
Crystal!
I got a better idea for R5.
Hey, Crystal.
Oh,
I got a better idea for R5.
You're going to bash my head in? Fuck you, too.
With Lucille. This is a great honor.
Oh, man.
Okay, guys, if you could change the ending to any movie you have ever seen, what movie would it be, and how would you alter the way it ends?
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
We're gonna go.
Well, I mean, I can't use the Justice League anymore because I was serious when I said that because it was such a crap version the first time it came out. Joss Whedon just like destroyed the Justice League and their reputation with that movie, and I would love to see it redone entirely, not just the ending. But when Snyder's cut launched this past Thursday, it was a 4-hour long movie, and it was everything I possibly dreamed of. So Justice League was my answer. So there, it was Nero's too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's got to fall back.
Yeah, how I would change that ending. I'll be like, right when at the end when Batman showed up, I'd have had Christopher Bell show up, be like, "Who are you?" Then Ben Affleck would have said, "I'm Batman. Who are you?" Then Christopher Bell would have been like, "No, you're not. It's only one real."
And then Michael Keaton would have showed up right after that, and all three of them are arguing who's Batman.
But they have a three-way about it.
Which would set up the Flash's next movie, right?
Yeah.
Point Paradox.
Then Michael Keaton will be show up and like, both of y'all wrong. I'm Batman. Oh, and by the way, you ever dance with the devil in the pearl moonlight? Then it goes off.
Right on.
I'm like, yeah. And that'll set up the next Batman movie when all three of them like hash out who's.
I liked.
What about
Affleck.
you, Crystal?
All right, I'll be quiet.
I don't like him. He's a fucking.
I don't watch movies. I don't know. I don't really watch anything. I seriously haven't watched a movie in probably the last 7 years. So I don't even know.
He did better in the Snyder's cut, Nero. You got to at least admit that.
No, I don't fuck him.
What?
I'd play the game if I could.
God.
You wouldn't F him? What?
No, I said I'll kill him in the game if I could. I do not like Ben Affleck as Batman. I didn't like him as Daredevil. He need to get out of the suit altogether.
So the dude would be marked as a Gill Skills, and you would shoot him on sight in a game.
I'll shoot him on sight.
Okay.
And I kill dogs too.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying that they portrayed Batman and Bruce Wayne a little better in the Snyder's cut. That's all I'm saying.
No, he didn't. It's Ben Affleck. He sucks.
I don't know what to say after that.
Okay.
And now you could say about that.
I would rather have Michael Keaton play Batman than Affleck.
I would have loved him. I would have had Christopher Bell like they should have had.
Yeah, him too.
That's Batman. But this atrocity, Ben Affleck, he sounds like his sound gives me athlete.
So
Every time you
hard
say his name,
Right.
I think of an Affleck commercial.
Affleck.
That's all I was thinking.
With pointy bat ears.
Better off letting me play Batman. I'd have done a better job.
Oh man, that would freaking kick it.
There's no doubt that you could play Batman. I get that.
The only thing though is I don't think Nero could help breaking character at some point in the movie and breaking out a lightsaber or two at the same time. I'm Batman.
Oh, no, I wouldn't break character. I'll be Batman.
And then the director would be so freaking floored by it, he'd leave it in the film.
Well, you're fired. Like, you know you're fired after this, right? We're going to let you continue, but you know you're fired after this.
Sounds about right. That was cool. We're keeping
Okay,
it. But
next
you're not coming
question.
back.
When was the last time you laughed so hard that you cried? We're gonna start with Sterling.
Oh, that'd be an easy one for me. I can say, particularly on a YouTube community. Crystal and Gil, you would know this one. When I was up there with you on one of your streams, Crystal, we were talking about my Halloween costumes and the things I was dressed up as, and yeah, I would dress up as Gil's microphone, the penis mic. That was literally the last time I ever cried from laughter, and I fell off my chair.
Easy answer. Last week.
I think I'm next. I've been always after Sterling, so I gotta go. Yeah, it was one of mine and R5's most recent live streams, and she was getting ready to eat a Twinkie. She pulls this Twinkie out, okay, and the Kool-Aid was rather concentrated that night, if you know what I mean. So she pulls out the Twinkie and she's doing this profile thing with the Twinkie, right? And then she shows the bottom of the Twinkie, and I just had to lay on the comment. I'm like, look, Crystal, Twinkies have 3 holes too. I couldn't stop laughing for like an hour straight. It was perfect. Her reaction just kept me going. Anyway, that was mine.
Yeah.
Last week's Wii for me. That.
What about you, Nero?
Sorry, it was so pixelated.
Oh no, that was funny as hell last week.
Fine.
Last week, you all around had me crying.
I don't even know. I was watching one of Cab 7's videos, and he had a nun video where he was dressing up as a nun, and he was thanking everybody for donations to the church and everything. Then all of a sudden, he fell out the chair, and then he was like, "Son of a bitch, God damn it!" I was like, "Oh!" I cried on that one. I don't know if y'all remember that video. Whoever seen it. He was like, "Son of a bitch, so sorry." He's like, "God damn!" I cried because I was at work one day, and I almost crashed the security vehicle, laughing at that. I emailed him. I'm like, "Cat 7, you a damn fool." I don't know if y'all seen that video yet, but I highly recommend checking it out.
What about you, Crystal?
Hands down, it was last week's Wii. That whole stream in general had me in tears, but last week's Wii had me crying. Especially the fact that $1 is what won that.
I could not believe that.
That $1 was what really had me crying because
We raised a hefty penny for Get Her Done Granny that night too. That's all that really matters. But that $1 really burned my ass. I was hoping there'd be a wider margin than that.
That $1 saved the day.
Oh, Crystal. It's all Crystal. You know,
No,
I
that was
hate people
all
on The
mine.
Price is Right that does that. You know, everybody's bidding correctly and everything, and then the fourth person says $1. And then they get up there, they get the showcase.
Well, I wasn't gonna pull us even with $50 and then like
I
be
think-
even. If I'm gonna be even, I'm gonna win this shit.
But in the end, it wasn't Crystal's fault because I countered that
I think
with
for me-
$15, and then some other people donated, and then I was screwed.
Yep, I think for me, it was the first time Gil did the Wii when you guys were doing the hot challenge. When he couldn't sit still, when he was swearing, running around like his britches were on fire already, and next thing you know, you just see him taking his shirt off and going, wee, away through the room. I laughed so hard that night. That was so funny.
I think that was the first and only time
Need
that
to do
someone
more
made
hot
me a
challenges,
GIF.
Gil.
I think it was Computer Chick Productions. She made me a GIF
Yeah.
of that moment that I went weak.
If I'm just honest, basically, there are so many moments between our streams that have made me cry with laughter. Between the Wii, between reactions to the hot stuff, your little cup of milk, and every time you ran from the freaking screen, you're in the kitchen going, "It's hot!"
I still can't believe you did that day, Giz. You ate the relish and the Oreos and all that shit.
What, with the chips? The chip?
No,
Yeah.
no, you had the Oreo and the relish with it and the whatever it was.
You're
That
talking about the Oreos and the relish.
I never would have ate it. I'm surprised you're still not in the toilet.
And then,
Well,
And then-
I don't do that stuff much anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
The
my
hot-
esophagus is
Are you
basically
lying
a
to me?
burnt lightsaber at this point.
Are you lying to me?
My esophagus is kind of like that bat with barbed wire on it.
the hot chip challenge had me crying too because it was like the freaking like exorcism on my panel. Like the girls are running and puking, you're dancing around and like having a hissy fit. I'm just sitting there like it's all good, and everyone else is like having this fucking conoption.
That was like eating death. That was like eating death.
Then why'd
There
you
were a
do
lot
it?
of funny streams.
Well, I'm asking myself that question to this very day, Nero.
I told you not to do it.
Bragging rights, I guess.
I told
You
not to
didn't
do
get
it.
many bragging rights, Gil.
Yeah, many people were saying don't do it, but I
And I was giving you my honest opinion as a first responder.
have you gone to calls with people that tried to take that challenge?
I have, man. Every call you could think of, I done been. Mostly gunshot wounds.
From taking those challenges? No.
Oh no. Man, I pulled a lot of bullets out of people.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, Eileen, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on off.
No, you're
Gotta
not.
charge my phone. But thanks so much for
No, you're
having me up. I'm not sure exactly when the last time you went live.
You're leaving
but,
us
I think
already?
First,
He's not going nowhere. You see this?
He's in the position to. He's in like the bottom. Like he you want to be careful.
yeah.
dude.
So
Yeah, look,
that's
he's
that
he's
note.
already angling it just right.
But yeah, I appreciate you letting me up. I'm not sure if this is the first time being on your panel, but it was my pleasure being up here. I had a lot of fun, and hope to catch you next time, fellow Texan. It was good to see you guys too, Nero, Crystal, and Gil. So I'm gonna cook myself some dinner, and so yeah, you guys have a good rest of the day.
What are you cooking?
Spaghetti and pasta and meatballs.
You going to share with the whole panel?
I might, if you guys are lucky.
Yeah,
Man, get the fuck.
you have a car, drive it on up. Don't take.
Yes, you as well, and you take good care, Eileen, and the panel. I'll catch you guys later.
You have a good evening.
Yep, y'all too. Bye.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
I'm glad he's gone.
Okay, guys. What is the best $100 you ever spent in your life?
On the
Exactly.
stripper that I got to take home.
Somebody else
Yep,
has
the
got
best
to go first.
$100
I
you
can't go
spent in your
first.
life.
I can't go first.
They already told the truth. On the stripper that I got to take
We'll
home.
stop the water. Seriously.
Hey. No.
Crystal?
Best exactly 100?
Best $100 you spent in your life.
I don't. That's a challenge.
So far, the only one that came up so was Nero.
Well, Gil's got something he just doesn't want to spit out.
I don't know. I'm really reluctant to say it. But
Well,
all right, the hell with it. I'll say it. This was like 20 years ago. It was like insanely long time ago. Back when I had more pepper in my hair than salt and more hair. But anyway, long story short, me and my buddy Andy went down to Rhode Island to visit some friends. And my buddy Andy was, let's just say he wasn't really all that great with the women. Wanted to be, but wasn't all that great with the women. So we decided to go to a strip club. We went to the strip club, okay, and I budgeted $100 to do my thing and hand out my ones and be a good little boy. Well, we weren't there 10 minutes, and I'm having a great old time. I'm having a beer. My other friend is to the left of me, and I look to the right. Andy's he's gone. I don't know where Andy went. I'm like, son of a bitch. One of those ladies got a hold of him and brought him into the private room, and I hope to hell I hope he comes out right away. I hope he knows what he's doing because he's only got $100. Well, 20 minutes go by.
oh shit.
20 minutes, okay? And that's a shitload of money for anybody that's been to a strip club and that went into a private room. They know that. Comes out. He's mortified. He's trying to give this girl his hat, his wallet, everything he has. No, ATM here, ATM there. I can't pay that. He owed her like $1,000.
Holy
What did she do for that grand?
I don't even know. Didn't ask. She's calling
Probably
big dudes
anything
over,
and
and I'm like,
everything.
he can't afford it. He can't afford it. You know, he didn't realize. So we ended up leaving, thankfully, without getting beat up or pulled into some back alley. But it was what the funniest part was afterward. When he's like, Bob, I just didn't know. I'm like, you ever gonna fucking do that again? He says, no way in hell. No way in hell. But anyway, yeah.
$1,000? What she do? Blow them off?
20 minutes. I don't know. They paid X
That's
amount
for
per song.
$1,000, okay? Some dancing
I
around ain't worth
think me,
$1,000.
best
You know there's
$100 that I've ever. I think
didn't
me,
spend
the
all
best
that.
100 that I've spent in my life is the first time I went up to see my my boys. That was the best 100 I've spent in my life
That's cool.
because it was so rewarding. Because I had to give them up for adoption when they were little, and to be able to go up there and see them for 2 weeks, that was the best 100 in my life. And I'm going to have you guys go down the floor for a minute while I go. Huh?
We'll cover you.
I would say if I didn't have to go exact 100, I'd say that 100 was probably when me and Mike went to Tennessee, just the two of us. Needed. It was a nice vacation.
Yep. I will return one moment. I have to go use restroom and let dogs in.
Yep. We'll cover you. Yeah. Yeah. We're lucky we didn't get the crap beat out of us that day.
I hope he used lube back there.
We're lucky we pulled him out of there with his teeth still in his head.
I'm not paying the grand or $100.
Oh, he didn't pay. He didn't pay.
So he got himself a freebie, but like, yeah, get the fuck
Oh
out
no,
of here.
he had to empty his wallet. He had to give her what he had, which was like a little over $100. We were only down to Rhode Island for a weekend, so we didn't have a whole lot of money between the two of us.
Oh wow!
But I had to carry his ass the whole weekend.
I would have been pissed at my friend.
I was.
But I can't be gas nowhere. There it is. Looking for this.
Guys, don't forget Husky Express. Huge makeover. Check it out. Husky Express.
I'm gonna kidnap that dog. I was looking for that. There we go. Had to change my name.
Back.
See, I had the extra dog at the house today because Autumn's dog sitting for Haley. That's Haley's dog.
Oh.
Ah.
I'm gonna kidnap Gilskill's dog.
Which one?
I have a shepherd or a husky or a shepherd.
The wolf dog.
The one on the left?
They're both
that's Moon. They're both huskies.
Yeah, the white one.
She's one of the most verbal dogs I've ever owned in my life. Watch a few videos. You'll see for yourself.
She's adorable.
She is. She's a sweetheart. She's learning.
She's stubborn as ever, like most huskies.
Okay.
She's worse than Sky was. Sky, I had it easy with Sky. She's like the second child always seems to be harder to raise than the first child. So it's like that's it with the Huskies.
Well, you need it. Gil, you need at least 2 more to go and have a sled dog team.
Oh no, I don't want a sled dog team. I get pulled around just enough because I'm still taking Moon out on her leash. I get pulled around enough with her. She's a strong little dog.
They're strong, and they love the winters. Okay, guys, if you could bring to life
your Sky's beautiful.
If you could bring to life any fictional character from a book or movie, whom would you choose?
I wouldn't bring anybody back to life.
Yeah.
From what I've seen in the past and everything, it doesn't work out too well. I'll probably kill him again.
Yeah. Everyone becomes Gilskills in the game, apparently.
That is such a loaded question. I do not know.
I'll bring back a horse. Black Beauty can come back to life. Fuck people. Black Beauty's coming back to life.
There you go.
I think. It is a loaded question because I'm trying to think what was my favorite character in a movie or fictional.
There was this one movie that it's one of the rare movies that he died in. Keanu Reeves. I don't know if it's called Alaska or something like that. But there was some guys that was attacking him at a ranch, and one of them shot him, and he died. I forgot the name of that movie. I would bring him back to. I would bring him back in that. So why the hell didn't you leave when you had a chance and you being stupid?
Can I bring Glenn back from Negan's fucking bat? I liked Glenn.
I'm going to have to say Nero. Thank you, Nero Trigger, for inspiring me for that.
For what?
Not Nero. Oh, my God.
I was about to say,
Matrix.
So
The Matrix.
Neo.
Neo. I would like to see, but then again, they're coming out with a fourth movie, so they're probably going to bring it back anyway. So
it won't be that Neo.
No, it'll be a fresh new copy of Neo, from what I understand.
Yeah. I'm like, Trinity, you are so old. Why are you? Ain't your dad? It's gonna be a new copy of you too.
They're going to have to start adding the age reversing technology CGI on some of these actors.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first Matrix came out in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a good one.
I'll bring back everybody John Wick.
If your taste,
I'll bring back everybody that John Wick. How should that one person? Sorry.
That's fine. If your taste buds could be altered so that the taste of any one food would be dramatically intensified whenever you ate it, which food would you choose? I already know Gil's answer.
Do you now?
The Twinkie.
What was the question?
Gil? If your taste buds could be altered so that the taste of any one food would be dramatically intensified whenever you ate it, which food would you choose? Gil?
Why are you gravitating toward me? I like so many different kinds of food.
Because you're on top. You're first.
Oh, I'm on top.
You're first. You're on top.
Okay. Well,
You're on
I'll
top of
burn my
Daryl.
answer on what you want to hear. Twinkies. Sure.
After that
Yeah,
challenge
that's
of
the
the
easy
fast
way
food,
out.
those things tasted gross.
Yeah, you did have one. The other
Nero?
day.
Well, you see, I'm
It was
black.
not good.
Sure. You said it was dry.
Was.
Well, I'm black, so I'm going to have to go with a chicken box.
Chicken. You
Or
want to intensify the flavor on a box?
Yeah, salt, pepper, ketchup, seasoning salt, all over. 4 wings and fries, chicken box.
Okay. All right. I'm with you now. That
Oh yes,
really
and a
good.
great soda, some kiss.
Now he's making me hungry.
I'll probably go.
Crystal?
I'll probably go to
I'm
the.
going to change my answer to the double quarter pounder.
Now that's a meal, but you got. Hold on. You ever heard of a place called Saku Japan?
Yes.
I'll probably go there for dinner following this stream. Give me some chicken teriyaki and shrimp. Well done, of course.
Yeah.
I don't want to alter my taste buds to that, but that would be my second choice.
Right. I don't want to ruin it for all other favorites that I have.
Oh, definitely not.
Any Alfredo.
Well, that's a good.
I'll
That's a
do.
good.
Check it out.
That is
That's a good pick.
I love the flavor of it, but it could use a nice boost, a little intense. Yeah,
Yes.
I would say sirloin.
We
But
could
sirloin's
always
already got a nice.
Because when I cook it, people eat it right away. You're not supposed to eat it right away. You got to let it simmer and let the wateriness.
You got to let it coagulate just a little bit.
That's the word I was thinking for. Yeah.
Coagulate.
That people eat it while it's still watery. No, don't do that. I don't like it juicy. I like it thick. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was amazing.
I'm not saying.
You always do
Crystal wants
for
to
you,
say it, but I'm
Crystal.
not.
We know you tasted them.
Gil wants to intensify the flavor of the wings off the smoker. Like they're already amazing, but he wants to make them even more intense.
Yeah, but those are something that I have every once in a blue moon, and let's be honest, they're perfect exactly the way they are, because you know how that is with the eating stuff, bone in them kind of thing.
I didn't say grill food because not everybody can grill. So
I can smoke.
She uses a grill to smoke, and that's a perfect combination, if you ask me.
well, I don't know where R5s live, so that doesn't help me.
I do. I've been there. I'm going to be there again in a couple months.
Huh. Well, where is it?
It's somewhere in Central North America.
Central North America. That will be New York, Chicago, or one other state that I'm not going to mention.
North America also includes Canada, by the way.
Yeah, Canada.
You were close with one of your.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be there unless you're smoking.
I would like to see Nero. I would like to see Nero when we travel again.
Well, you know how many. Well, the last meetup I met Cab 7 I met Ghost Mafia like twice. It was a whole lot of us I met. I'm in the neighborhood of like 50. I'm on camera, Mom. You can come say hi.
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 Yeah, I met like 50 YouTubers so far. So I do visit people if I can. You don't want to meet me, though, Gil Skills.
You just haven't made it to Texas yet.
Hi, everybody.
Come
How
on,
y'all doing?
come closer.
Hey, Mike.
How y'all doing?
Hi. Nice to see you.
Hi.
What's up,
My
buddy?
new machine. See, look.
Oh, what's that?
I just started to write my name out.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, I've got a new machine and I was playing with it.
Yeah, I'll push you that machine.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. See y'all.
Nice.
Take care.
Hi.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Okay,
I try to hide
guys.
my identity. I try to hide my identity, and every day you pop up on TV.
Well, I didn't say my name. I didn't say my name.
That just means your mother's proud of you, dude.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Don't harsh on your mom for being proud of you.
Shut up.
Oh.
I'm messing with you, Gil.
Great boy. And had recorded duet with any singer living today. Who would you choose to partner with for your duet?
Any singer?
Mr.
Who
Gill?
wants to sing the whole duet?
If you had a great voice and had the opportunity to record a duet with any singer living today, who would you choose as your partner for the recording?
Oh, that's easy for me. Well, this answer has many reasons for why I would want to do a duet, among other things after the duet, after we take care of business. But I had to say Rihanna. But look, after the duet, You know, I got a hotel room if you want to stop by. If you get my drift.
He's not worried about the singing part. He's worried about what
Yeah,
happens after.
yeah. All five gets it.
Yeah,
You wouldn't want
exactly.
anybody to stop by if she's with you.
Oh yeah, you're going to stop by either way.
That's the only one that you want to stop by. Let's face facts.
Yes.
You're going to do a duet clear into the evening, aren't you, there, Here?
Yup. Horizontally.
You're going to yodel the whole night away.
You know that song? Oh, na na. What's my name? You ever heard of Rihanna's indie songs? Any of her songs?
Yeah, I've heard of a few.
You remember that song? Oh, na na. What's my name? It'll be my name that night. My real name.
I want to make sure she knows what my name is.
But like, oh, Nero, but no, say my real.
Weird Al Yankovic. He and I are going to sing Dare to Be Stupid.
Okay, Gil? Who would your choice be?
What? I just said my choice.
Oh, okay, where
Did
did
you not hear me?
Crystal? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I'll repeat it for your enjoyment. It is Weird Al Yankovic. We're going to sing Dare to Be Stupid together.
Well, you probably sound good with it. If you could keep yourself from laughing throughout the song.
That's a part of the song.
That's his goal. is to laugh.
Crystal?
I don't know.
Hey, laughter's the best medicine.
I'm horrible. I don't know 90% of the artists' names. I just like the songs. I literally type lyrics into my phone to figure out what the name of the song is half the time. I'll be like, oh,
Fun fact, the song Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al Yankovic was one of the many songs that were in the original Transformers, the movie, back in 1986.
I think the one I would do a duet with. Tough one. Would be, I'm kind of like you, Crystal. I'm not real good with names. She sings Two Sparrows in a Hurricane.
isn't that Dolly Parton?
No, I know it ain't
No.
Dolly.
See, as I said, I'm horrible. Tanya Tucker.
There you go.
I looked it up.
I would do a duet with her. I like her song. Okay. Nero.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you already said yours. Okay. Who would you choose? Yeah, you already said Rihanna. I used to like Rihanna way in the beginning. I don't care for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the lady.
If for 1 month you could any famous residence or house in the entire world, which one would you pick?
If you could do what?
Gil?
Could you say that first part again?
If for 1 month you could live in a famous residence or house in the entire world, which one would you pick?
I know Nero's.
The White House.
Now,
Actually, I will pick Keanu Reeves' house.
Ooh. I haven't really researched too many of the actors' current homes.
Oh, look at Keanu Reeves. Oh my God, I'm staying there.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now.
And I want to drop his
Crystal?
Ellington Martin.
I'll go to Queen Elizabeth, man. She's got the horses and everything for me.
Ooh. Can I change my answer?
I don't want to go there. I'm not going to England.
I'll go to England for a month.
I don't think they like black people there.
I would,
Despite being
I'd
French.
probably
part
go
French.
to George.
Okay, all right.
George
Nero, what is so
Tracy.
special about his house?
Look up his house.
It just looks like a big blob of like square. There's nothing special about it.
Look up his second home. Look at the one from John Wick.
John
That's actually one of his real houses.
Wick. Okay, that is nicer.
Yeah, that's actually his real house that he filmed the movie in. What his second property.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm staying there.
Very nice.
Yes.
You had to specify which property.
Oh, second property.
Can I buy a vowel?
Instead of house, I should have said estate.
My daughter's home. She pimping the schnizzle in that sport Corolla.
You want to know something about Pippin and Stivel? You want to know something funny?
What?
I found a way to hook my phone up to my car finally, so I could listen to my music on my speakers from on my car speakers. And I was listening to Green Bay Wacky's Ford F-150 song. People were looking at me like I was crazy, and I had it up jamming like. People was like, "What the fuck are you listening to? Who's that?" I'm like, "The song is dope, man." I'm gonna text him, but like, Dave, I've been listening to your shit, man. And
aside from any family occurrence, marriage, special anniversary, birth of a child, etc., what event or accomplishment would you consider to be the highest of your life thus far?
You took all the good events away and want us to pick a highlight?
Becoming a YouTuber.
Besides, you can't say marriage or special anniversary, a birth of a child, or anything like that.
Becoming a YouTuber. Oh no. Yeah. Because I can't say becoming a YouTuber.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yes, that.
Crystal?
I could probably go with that as well. With you becoming a YouTuber, I got to meet Gil and Bossy and you, and hey, yeah, I'll say that too.
Becoming a
Mr.
YouTuber
Gill, I
was
gave
the catalyst for a great many things.
Like that donut.
I like this donut. There are good things and bad things, just like a marriage. I feel like I am married to YouTube sometimes. So I'm going to go with YouTube.
Well, YouTube is a second job, whether we hate to admit it or not.
I wish
No, it's only a second job if you get paid.
They don't pay shit, but
Exactly.
like my account says $50 right now from YouTube.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to
Eileen,
10.
you're talking about every time I stream YouTube. $100 every time we go live, all of us.
I wish.
Mm.
I have a long ways to go for that. On a
It'd be
scale of 1 to 10, with
Okay.
one being no and being very much so. How superstitious are you?
Well,
Yep.
being that I was gonna say, being that I'm a licensed paranormal investigator, very
10.
10.
If 10 is the highest, then 10. Yeah, I didn't know if 1 was supposed to be the highest or 10 was because it cut out right then. Yeah,
There's more than
Yep.
this realm. That's all I'm going to say.
I believe there's more, but doesn't mean I'm superstitious. Superstitious actually is things like remember growing up when you hear the thing, you step on a crack, you break your mother's back. That's what they're talking about with superstitious.
Yes, but
So
we're
for
talking
me,
about
I
cause
would
and effect.
say
But there's the whys behind the cause and effect. What makes you think? What gives you that bad luck once you step on that crack? What entity or person or thing it breaks your mother's back? I want you to think about that. There's a little stitious to be super
power
about
of
that.
belief can do it. Power of belief can believe something so strong that things happen. You
Okay.
hear it a lot with females that want to be pregnant so bad that they have all the symptoms of pregnancy. They put on the weight thing, but they're not pregnant.
I blame it on ghosts
So
and
things like
spirits. So there.
I blame it on the alcohol.
I don't do that because I do believe in spirits, but I'm not superstitious like where these old sayings, like step on a crack, break your mother's back, one walk on a ladder, it's gonna give you bad luck. Those are basically to me like what they say, old wives' tales. I do believe spirits, good and bad, out there that we can't see. Sometimes you can, if you aggravate them, they will make themselves known. But
I'm
it's
gonna have
not
to.
being superstitious.
I'm gonna have to jump off of here because I promised Autumn I
Basically,
would go to the farm.
believing.
Crystal, reach out to me.
Okay, Crystal,
I
thanks for
sent you
jumping.
a message.
I know. I didn't. I respond to that. Oh,
What?
I didn't. I responded to Eileen.
No, you failed.
Yes, that was an epic fail.
But
Hold
Hey,
on.
hot guys,
You're over
this
to
is
Sure.
paranormal.
There we go.
want to just do one channel, like an hour and a half tonight?
I don't care. Honestly, I don't care if it's mine, yours. Don't matter.
Yeah, that way we don't. I can get dinner made and
I
everything
waited
tonight.
for you guys last night.
I care.
I had to
I watch
go.
sports.
I
My
waited
mom's
last
house.
night, and you were.
I'm very superstitious about caring.
I care because I watch skills not online, so that matters to me.
I had to go pick up a car from my mom's house last night, Eileen. So we kind of decided instead of trying to rush things, we'd just do tonight. But we'll do an hour tonight. Start at like let's say 6:30 or 7:30 your time till 8:30.
Sure. You want to do it on mine or yours?
It's up to you. Doesn't matter.
Hate it when you do that.
Let's do yours.
Okay.
Probably that would be better, Gail, because hers gets out a lot.
Hers what?
Let's do yours tonight.
Okay.
I said probably better on your channel because Crystal's had problems on hers where her internet cuts out.
That's
Okay.
fine. But yeah, we'll do your channel tonight, 7:30 your time, because then it's 4:30. So that's 2 hours from now, so I can go to the barn with Autumn and I don't have to rush.
All right. So 7:30 my time then.
Yeah.
Okay. Done deal.
So 7:30 to 8:30 your time. So then I'll have plenty of time to get dinner made.
Okay. Will Nero be there?
I don't know.
If Nero's not there, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to strike.
I'll probably be there. I mean, well, on Friday I watch my channel, so I don't know.
Okay. I'll watch more of you. I lurk more than I say.
You have to be there so I can come out for any GoFundMe.
Yes, we're gonna pimp that out too.
You
Maybe
have
we'll
to be
think of
there.
something new and exciting to do.
Always hot balls to eat, so I can burn my insides out to get her money.
Yeah. When are we gonna do that? By the way.
Message her actually right now while I'm thinking about it because she was supposed to be making them this week, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta keep us in the loop. Yeah, I probably should step down too. I've got some stuff to do. I'm gonna eat dinner, all that fun stuff.
I'll call you, Gail.
You will?
We've
Good.
been on for 2 hours, so we did good.
I miss talking to you, bud.
No,
Seriously.
you don't. Well, you don't call me either. You know
What?
the number.
You have my number just as much as I have yours.
Yeah, but I call you and text you. You never used mine.
There, I sent her a message, so we'll see what she says. But she was supposed to be making them this week because her daughter was
I
on.
love you, bro. Period. LOL. Smiley face. Winky face. Keep in touch, brother.
I meant call. Don't
Weird Al Yankovic. Talk to you later.
I meant call, not fucking. I'm not even gonna read that.
Why would you need to, right? I just offered you up for preview. Who the hell just texted you?
All right.
Hold on. I gotta add something. Make sure that you subscribe to Eileen's channel. She's awesome.
I'm already subscribed to her channel.
Well, you were showing that to everybody. I meant that for everybody.
Oh,
This was meant for everyone else. Nero already subscribed. There we go.
oh my God.
Nero's always been here.
It should
I'm-
be. Yeah,
I'm
it should
promoting
be.
Ellen through.
Okie dokie.
Today, Gil. She's working on them right now. She's making them.
Awesome. Good to know. We're gonna have a great old time that time, watching you eat those and making it look real easy.
Eway's gonna fuck me, man. I'm gonna say $20 for the first 40. He's gonna be $100 from the get go and be like, "Now how many you gonna eat?"
You're damn right. He's gonna put you. He's gonna really start you off running.
I'll make sure he does.
And I'm not talking about just
I'll make
eating
sure he
stuff,
does.
the runs, like the runs.
Oh, he's gonna kick my ass. I already know it, man. And I've been more of these things. They're hot as hell.
Yeah. All right, I'm out of here. Eileen, thank you. This was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Loved hanging out with you.
Welcome.
Much love. Bye bye.
I'm gonna go. I gotta get dinner going. Thanks, guys, for coming up. It was awesome. Bye,
I was
Crystal.
Say I was going. I was the first one to say I was going, and they all dropped off before me. What? Bye.